Oh, hi everyone. My name is Raman Mahatyagi and I am the Chief Ayurvedic Practitioner at Yatan Holistic Ayurvedic Centre. And today we are going to discuss about the planetary impact on our human body and mind and soul. So today we have a special talk about the impact of moon on our general life. So in Ayurveda we have all the description about planet, how the moon affect our mind and body. So there are so many ways to know about this. In Ayurveda there is a traditional method to identify the planetary impact. But today my subject is only to talk about moon's effect on our body and health. So what happening here, that moon, how the moon affect our general life, general common people might be not aware about this, but in Ayurveda, thousands-year-old system, very well known the effect of the moons and other planets on our body and mind too. So here, how we know that how the moon affect your body? So there are some signs and symptoms in your health or general well-being, and that how we know about these things. So here there are two ways to know about this. So whatever you have sign and symptoms in the astrological chart, there is a astrology, Indian astrology, Western astrology. So if you go any astrological method, so here we're talking about Indian method. So in Indian method, when you born and whenever the astrologer prepared your chart, then they can see that which planet were sitting. So if planet is sitting in your, suppose that your ascendant house, there are 12 houses in the astrological chart. So in 12 houses, different planets sitting in different ways, and the intensity of planet is determined by the angles, which angle, how many degrees they are. So suppose that moon is low in degree or high in degree. So if in low in degree, then we saying moon is very low, not powerful. And if moon is very high degree, then we saying exalted or very good. So then impact of moon, if it is a high degree, then you have more impact, more better impact on your life. So if moon is very high degree and ascendant house, and by itself or with different planet, then it also affect your health and well-being. So suppose that if moon is sitting in ascendant house, means main house, in 12 house there is the first house that is called ascendant house. So in that house, then what will impact? Always your mind will affect by moon. So moon is more dominant for your in whole life. So you will be affected mentally, physically, emotionally through the moon, because this is the high degree and in ascendant house. So this way, in different houses and different degree and different combination of different planet, it has different impact. So that way you can determine that how your moon is, and then if it is in bad situation, then how to pacify it. In Ayurveda we have all the methods. So suppose that if the moon is affecting you, your life, mental, emotional, because nowadays we have scientific evidence that how moon impact the radiation or their energy or their electromagnetic field. So if you wear the moon, then the impact to the bad impact of the moon on your body and the mind. And if suppose that in Ayurveda we have medicine too, the calcined pearl, that also to take inside, the special method to make this, and then also pacify you. Suppose that moon is more bad impact in the mental activity. So if your mental activity is suppose that very fragile, very emotional, very depressed, very low, your mood is low, so then it might be moon. But astrologer can tell you, or Ayurvedic practitioner know about these things. They can assess that how much this planet is impact you. According to that, they prepare the medicine. So this method, that is the astrological chart, and the other method, that your palm. On your palm, all the planets are situated, located here. So we are talking about the moon. So mount of moon is located here at the low or of the palm. This is the area, that is the mount of the moon. So if the moon is extra elevated or exalted in chart, or here big space, mount is big, then it is more bad news for you. If mount is very depressed, then it is also bad news for you. But if mind is slightly elevated, then it is good news for you. then you see that what line is coming towards the moon. So if your mental line, here we have mental line, if the mental line is coming towards the mount of the moon, then this make you so much better to take decision in your life, and you can be very good achiever. So if you know your goal, you can do anything to achieve this. So this is the good sign. But if suppose there's mental line coming here and crossing here on the mount of moon in the middle, then it is very bad. Then it will become emotional. You cannot think anything. You always fragile, always quivering mind, not a stability. So that way we think about your health, how your emotional things can be balanced. That is the reason sometimes people taking many medicine, this anxiety medicine. But if your moon is not weak, that medicine work you partially, not so much. But if you want to take a read from this your mental emotional problem, then you have to take medicine or pacify through the mantra. There is also mantra, moon mantra, that is called Chang Chandraya Namah. There is a mantra to chant mantra to pacify the mantra, because nowadays we have many space satellite going through the moon. So now we have more study about the moon. So how it is impact their radiation, there is cold, there is one side dark, one side light. So now this makes more sense for Ayurveda to understand this phenomena. This this more cooling effect. So sometimes if your moon is exalted, this will give you cold in your body. So when cold in your body, then always you feel cold. Even you are in summer season, then also feel cold hands and feet, because moon is neutralizing your energy. Like in Ayurveda, we're saying Pitta, that is the fire in the body that pacify. So in this way, you can know about this impact of moon in your body through the astrological chart, through the palm reading. And then what happened, according to Indian Vedic tradition, the moon is the mind of the universe. So how that is in Sanskrit in Veda saying, Chandrama manso jayate. Because the Chandrama, the moon, is the mind of the universe. And what is in the universe? The same things in our body. So in Sanskrit it is saying, Yat Brahmande Tat Pinde. What is in the universe? We have all these settings in our body too. So that is the reason this is the moon mantra and the impact on our planet, on our body. So that way Ayurvedic describe all those things. So I think you will enjoy this. And if you have any question, you can comment here. And if you have any question, you can ask and we can reply you. Thank you for listening.